Delhi versus Chennai, match number 34. If you're passing on the highway outside, just be careful. Just be careful. Don't know if Rishabh Pant comes back for Delhi, which we don't seem to have complete clarity. I mean, I think has been 6-7 days, hasn't it? They said a week.
We went through some warm-ups the other night. We were at the ground in Dubai. And we went through some pre-match warm-ups. I think that was seen. But yeah, I don't know whether he's 100% fit for this one or not. And on the Sixers front, that's also much like Rajasthan after game 2.
Yeah,
they've 33 in game 1, and I think every game since it's just got less and less and less. It's got tougher to bat. So they're just not hitting as many as they were in the early part of the tournament there either.
But I mean, Shreyas Iyer, this is where Shreyas Iyer went hammer and tongs against Kolkata, right? So Shreyas Iyer is one of those. He's strange, right? Because he can just stand. He can play a six of the back foot. He can just stand and just pretty much deliver it wherever he wants to. Sometimes over mid wicket, straight back of the bowler's head. I'm very fond of that young lad. I think
he's a superb cricketer. And I'm just gobsmacked by the fact how many matches Delhi has won with the kind of injury record they've had.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mishra, Ishant, Rishabh. You're right.
Yeah, they've lost all through. Ishant, Rishabh, Mishra. Then they had one more, Ashwin.
That's right. That's right. He was out for 2 games.
So they've really, really had a rough patch. And in that rough patch to keep winning matches, credit to their bowlers who have been absolutely bloody outstanding. Marcus Stoinis given them something in that middle order which is they've been lacking for many, many years. And of course, Prithvi started off very well, not so good, but fortunately for them, Shikhar has come to the party.
Yep.
So it's been superb for them. It's a given the number of injuries they've had, I would say they are the performance of this tournament. Given the fact that Mumbai has been totally injury free, and Delhi's had all they had.
Yeah.
And I'll give you one name, who you probably have 6 or 7 guesses at this person I'm going to think about. I think he has been brilliant for them, and he's not a superstar.
Akshar Patel.
Bowls tough overs, absolutely. Been absolutely brilliant, Akshar Patel. I think he's been one of the standout performers for that Delhi side. Nortje, Rabada, Rishabh, the skipper, Shreyas Iyer, they're going to get the plaudits, but man, he's been good bowling at tough times. Went for his first 2 sixes of the tournament the other night.
Yeah, that's right. He was on top of he was on top of the economy charts for a really long time.
Yeah, so he's been very, very good. So they've bought well, haven't they? The 2 spinners they bought from Kings 11, in Ashwin and Akshar.
That's right.
And Kings 11 are at the bottom, and Delhi are flying a bit higher. So they've actually done a very good job of buying. They bought Stoinis, Akshar, and Ravichandran Ashwin, and they've got Nortje in as well.
Yeah, Hetmeyer as well.
And Hetmeyer I think came in. Yeah, so they've really bolstered exactly what they needed. I think that was good planning from Delhi.
But I think the thing that they are the backup wicket keeper. When your backup wicket keeper is a foreigner, now what happens is that with Rishabh getting injured, he takes Hetmeyer out with him.
Yeah.
Right? Because Alex Carey's got to come in. So I think there has been a double blow for Delhi because Hetmeyer had also come good towards the end, and then Hetmeyer suddenly going, I didn't do nothing wrong. That guy's injured, so you're not playing. What? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, but that's how it is, right? It's 7 and 4. You can't change that mix, so that's what's going to happen. Chennai. Let's talk about Chennai for just a second. Yes, it's going to be more than a second, of course. Chennai, what has their record been? How they've been? They just kept getting to chase. I'm not saying they were chasing, because in few of the games it didn't look like they were batting second, but they were not chasing, right? There is a difference. I use my words wisely. Yeah. But of course they got that win against Punjab. They've got that win against Hyderabad. They need a lot more of those, and it has to start tomorrow.
And when you run through that list, I mean, they're not easy games. They've got Delhi, obviously, which is a really tough one. And they've got to pick out those games that they need to win. Rajasthan, okay, maybe a winning option. Then Mumbai and Bangalore, 2 really tough ones. Kolkata and Punjab. If they get to Kolkata, Punjab, needing 2 wins to qualify, they're a chance. But they're going to have to beat 3 of those 4 teams that they're playing. 3 of those 4 teams Delhi, Rajasthan, Mumbai, Bangalore. They need 3 wins. Well, good luck. Good luck doing that.
Jeez, yeah. Joy, when Dooley puts it like that, you're suddenly saying, wait a second. We put a lot of faith, sometimes almost blind faith, and deservedly so, into MS Dhoni and how he can galvanize his troops. But that does seem like a very steep and tall mountain.
Yeah, some big wins needed against some big teams. And the thing is, the only plus point they have is, at least at this point, their batting order looks a little bit more sorted. For whatever it's worth, that Curran move has worked. And I think if they do that again, bat Curran up front with Faf and have Watson go at 3, I think it just gives a lot more depth to them. And they can then play that extra bowler, which, Dhoni loves playing that extra bowler. So I think all that works for them. I just also am looking at it and saying that if somebody like a Faf du Plessis or a Watson doesn't get going, I really can't see too many other batsmen being able to hit people of the pace of Rabada and Nokia.
Yeah, true. Simon, I think my one issue still with Chennai is you can't have somebody like Josh Hazelwood sitting on the bench, right? When you have that option.
Don't start me. I told you not to make me angry. Man, you just did everything tonight. Everything. No, they can't. They can't. They've got to find a way.
Some green tea with ginseng. Just a little bit.
They've got to find a way to get him in. And look, it's sadly, is it coming to the end of Dwayne Bravo's time? Do they have to move forward? Do they have to look to the future? Do they have to try it? They have to maybe drop Sam Curran. I would hate them to drop Sam Curran and bring Hazelwood in. I'd rather they drop Bravo and brought Hazelwood in just to try something different, to see whether they can maybe knock a few more over at the top. Deepak Chahar hasn't been bad. Shardul Thakur hasn't been bad, but I just wonder whether they need some aggression up front that Hazelwood might bring, and they might find if they can get a team 2-3 down in the first 6, they're a far better chance.
Yeah, they do. And the thing is, I think even Shane Watson, I think it was almost saying that Shane Watson, you're not using the power play. Faf is not the guy. Faf is you play along the ground, you keep one end, right? If Watson's not doing it, they have shown more faith in Watson than my parents have shown in me when I've done dodgy things. Right? They have been the most accommodating, liberal parent to Watson. He's come good for them in 2 finals, yes.
Yeah.
But is this also their way of saying, we've got a kid here now who can swing his bat and give us 30 of 18 and sort of just give us that momentum, which then Raidu and Jadeja and those kind of people can then build on and take us to some sort of safety. So I'm just saying, while we're talking about Bravo, yes, we always say there's Watson will always stay in the team because he's come good in a final. But I mean, there's nothing saying that you can't drop him and make way for a bowler, right? Because Jadeja got man of the match last one. Their batting does seem to go on and on, right? It does seem to get on and on. And let's see if you were just looking at that, right? Let's say you're looking at it without Watson, just playing devil's advocate here. You've got Faf opening with Curran. You've got Raidu coming at 3. Let's say you put Dhoni at 4. You've got Ravindra Jadeja at 5. You still play Bravo, right? Yeah, I mean, it's all right.
6, Karan Sharma.
Yeah, if
7.
I'd take him out. I'd put in Michael Santner. I'd take out.
Mitchell Santner's amazing. He's a great option, great with the bat as well. But again, their problem is that upfront strike quick bowler, right? Santner, great player. I'm a fan of Santner's for sure because he's done some fireworks in. Very clever bowler again, much in the Akshar Patel kind of mode, right? Dooley, guile. He's got guile. He's cunning.
Very, very smart bowler and a good hitter of the ball too, Joy. I don't mind that either. Maybe we get rid of Watson, bin Watson and Bravo, and bring Santner and Hazelwood in.
No, absolutely. And I think that had Raina been here, I don't think Watson would have got this long a rope. The problem is they don't have experience in the top 6. So they're looking at experiencing who do I get in. So they tried Murli Vijay. Murli Vijay has not done it for them. So they say, okay, we have to stick with these guys. Otherwise, given the form he was in and the way he was looking, Watson would not have been playing so long.
They've got Faf and Dhoni at 1 and 4. Just how much more experience do you need?